All right, what's up, William?
Hey, how's it going, man?
How we doing?
Good.
Cherry and Thomas play Octopus. William Davis in the house. William actually runs with Chris, his girlfriend, DMV Rideshare #Hustlers Only, which, mind you, me, it is nothing but straight hustlers over there. Thanks for coming in. I just figured while you were here, we'd just do a quick interview. You've obviously been in the rideshare game for quite some time. You know the DC area. I think you're from Sterling, right?
Yes, I live in Sterling.
Live in Sterling, and you've seen kind of ride sharing evolve over the past couple of years in this market.
Absolutely.
And you've seen kind of what it takes to be an effective driver.
Yeah.
What would you say out there? I mean, you do a lot of positive kind of reinforcement to your Facebook group. What would you say to other drivers out there who are driving now? Like, can you make enough driving full time? Like, what are your thoughts to other drivers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're a full-time driver, I mean, actually, what happened to me is I was working a full-time job, and I quit that full-time job to actually go rideshare full-time because it was just paying me way more.
Wow.
It's all about dedication. What you need to do is set daily goals and set weekly goals, and just keep going until you hit that goal. And through our group, we've shown that we have a formula of how to make minimum $1,000 a week doing Uber, and we have stick to that goal. And there's a lot of people that thanked us. They said, hey, I really didn't think it was possible. I appreciate you showing me the way.
Definitely.
And now they're being consistent with their results.
It's amazing. Even I run a tech company, right? And we need to set short-term and long-term goals for ourselves as well. So it's nothing new, but it's just something to just reemphasize, right?
Yep.
My team knows that we have 5 main goals that we have to accomplish in the beginning half of 2018, right?
Yeah.
And I personally have goals I need to accomplish as well, right? Domestically and professionally. So there you have it. Set goals. You definitely have to wake up in the morning and know, like, hey, what am I trying to accomplish today? And then proactively work towards, knocking down any obstacles and accomplishing those goals. You mentioned that previously you weren't, before you started with Uber and Lyft, what were you doing before?
I'm actually in the military, so I'm in the National Guard. So but before I was in the National Guard, so I was basically working my National Guard job along with partnering with a framing shipping company. So basically they make a lot of frames, and they ship it to their customers. I was in the shipping department as a team leader for that company. Yeah.
And then you went from there to full-time driving.
Yeah, basically after that, I just decided to just go ride sharing full time. I enjoyed the flexibility. I like I mean, if it snows, I'm not gonna go out. I have that freedom.
Totally.
And then the next day, I can go out and make more than what I wanted to make to balance out my goal.
Definitely.
So I have that flexibility. I don't have to go to a job every single day, and I enjoy that.
100%. One of the things about Play Octopus is we're all about making an incredible passenger journey. We feel that a happy passenger is a happy customer, a happy passenger is a happy driver, right? And so that's the point of putting the tablets back in behind the cars to spur conversation. Hopefully if the passenger's having a great time, playing games, winning prizes, and leaving with a smile, then the driver also leaves with a smile. So you've not only had the Play Octopus tablet in your car, but you've also recommended it to your members of your group that you founded. What's been the feedback been? How do passengers reacting, and then what's the impact on the driver?
For me personally, it's had a great impact. I've seen increases in ratings and tips, and just conversation in general, because I don't usually really talk with my passengers, but given that the tablet is back there, they're kind of in a sense quote forced to play with it. It stands out. And they can provide feedback, and that's what it's all about. I did recommend it to my group and my drivers. I mean, if you're a driver out there, it's a golden opportunity. I mean, where can you get a free tablet, free mount, free data, and increase your rating, increase your tips, make it a better experience for your vehicle and your rideshare.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a golden opportunity. Jump on it before there's no more tablets.
Yeah. Well, William's in our office right here. There's one thing about this office is we've got tentacles everywhere, and the number of tablets that we have, because the drivers keep signing up by the dozens every single day, partly because of #Hustlers Only, is just incredible. We're like surrounded and wrapped in tentacles over here. The other room is more USB chargers over there than chairs. But at the same time, what William has mentioned is true. Don't hear it from me. Hear it from other drivers. Look, we want to make the passenger experience awesome, and that will yield higher ratings, higher tips, and higher friendships, right? And so the bottom line is we make it fun, we make it free, we make it relevant. And so you don't pay for the tablet, as William mentioned, you don't pay for the data, you don't have to download an app, you don't have to do anything other than say play Octopus that that the passengers can win some prizes. And that's how it should be, because we want you to be safe. We want you to put your eyes on the road, arms at 10 and 2. Make sure you know where getting the passenger to the right destination. You don't have to worry about all these other things. So, also, have you noticed that the tablet also turns on and shuts off and auto dims and things like that? Do you mind talking about that a little bit?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. I mean, literally, it detects like as soon as I stop, and then I start driving again. It'll do that same routine. So it's like already programmed and sophisticated to start the process and start those trivias on time when it's in movement or stopping. Yeah, so I definitely noticed that. You hear it from the sound up front as a driver.
Yeah, and those of you who don't have a tablet, the point is that you don't need to turn the tablet on, because when the car is moving, it knows to turn on. And when you turn off the car, you stop moving, it knows to stop. So it conserves battery, and it also is making one less step for you to have to worry about. Also, I always say to everybody, this is a product by drivers for drivers. You've made suggestions, other drivers have made suggestions. No, those suggestions are now in our product, right? So we're building a company that's a bunch of drivers that are actually building one company together. So for example, some of the drivers said that the screen was too bright at night for some of the passengers. Well, it wasn't just some of the drivers, it was like 5 or 6 drivers. Immediately within 1 week, we put out a new update, and now the screen's auto dim when it turns into evening time, right? A lot of drivers wanted their profile page, right? Like, hey, I work for Mary Kay. Hey, I have a skincare line. Hey, I walk dogs, whatever it may be. Well, now the tablets actually show, hey, my name is William Davis. I'm from Sterling. I have another business that does X, Y, and Z. A way to market yourself, or if nothing else, for some conversation, right? So again, it's all about increasing the passenger journey and yielding higher tips, higher ratings, and higher friendships for you if you're a driver. Again, I wanted to do this quick interview with William. He happened to be here, and I'm always a big advocate of don't listen to me, listen to other people who are doing it, and see for yourself. But as William mentioned, we only have a limited amount of free tablets, so if you get a chance, definitely go to www.playoctopus.com. You can let them know that #HustlersOnly sent you, and that way, we can circulate this video out. So
absolutely
appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Peace.